Alright, so these are going to be a quick review of these Talent SMH580s. So these were sent to me by the people at Parts Express. Thank you for sending these out. And these are $24. These are freaking amazing. After doing a little bit of research, I did find out that there are other headphones that look exactly like these. So I guess these are kind of a lookalike of the AKG K240, something like that. But there are also some other ones by Samsung. Anyway, there are other manufacturers that have a similar design. I believe they're using the same drivers, but these are actually less expensive. They have a slightly different design. Those other ones were very popular. So let me start with the cons. The only thing I could say that I don't like, the build quality is decent for the price, right? But these pads are a little bit uncomfortable. That's the one thing I would say. But luckily you can change these out for some more comfortable pads. You can get with some velour, pleather, sheepskin. You can get crazy with it. My beloved M50Xs, these are, I believe they were 150 when I first bought them, maybe a little bit more. These pads are also not comfortable, so I can't really complain for $24. If the pads are uncomfortable, so are the ones on my M50Xs. As far as how they sound, these are semi-open back designed, which means that they're not sealed off. So when you're bumping music from these, you're gonna be able to hear outside sounds, but people outside are also gonna be able to hear the music you're playing depending on the volume you're playing them at. The good thing about an open back design though is that it is more airy, more spacious. When you hear a soundstage and something's supposed to be coming from this side, another one coming from that side, it does sound like it's coming from there. With M50Xs, they kind of sound like closed in, right? With these, it's more airy and spacious, so you kind of hear things beyond where the headphones end. As far as the frequency response, I do not have those special like dummy heads with the ears to be able to test the frequency response on these. But what I can say just from my personal experience is that the bass is totally there. I was testing it out with different frequencies all the way down to 10 hertz, 20 hertz, no problem. It's able to produce all these super low frequencies. I'd say compared to the M50s, maybe it's not as punchy, but they're open back. So for these to sound that bassy with an open back, I think that's pretty impressive. Mid-range, I'd say, is a little bit lacking. It's not as full as the M50s or other headphones that I've tried out, but that's okay. Just say the mid-range is a little bit recessed. As far as the highs, yeah, some people would say that the highs are a little bit elevated. To me, I didn't notice that. They don't sound shrill or anything like that. Because the mid-range is recessed, it seems like the treble is enhanced. In a previous review, I've reviewed the SHP9500s, and I think the highs on that were way more elevated than these are. I wish that they would have made this headphone cable removable. You know, this is a super long cable. Super long cable. Alright. It does come in the box and it has the adapter so you can plug it in from 3.5 to 1/4 inch. These are supposed to be used at home. They call them studio monitors. I can see how you can use these to edit videos, produce some music, things like that. You probably don't want to be walking around the streets with these. They're not that type of headphone. They're huge, maybe not the most stylish, but they're not ugly. They're not the worst looking headphones I've ever seen. Okay, maybe, but they're 24 bucks. They're still totally worth it. If you're gonna be using these at home as reference monitor headphones, I think they're worth it. They're hilarious. When it comes to audio stuff, sometimes I get to review stuff that's very expensive. Sometimes I get to review stuff that's inexpensive. And the satisfaction sometimes of getting something that's not supposed to sound good because it's so inexpensive, but it's surprising you because it actually does sound good. Sometimes that's more fun than getting some expensive speakers that you expect to sound good and they actually do sound good. These are a surprise. So yeah, I think everyone should have one of these. So this just in, quick update. I just got a word from Parts Express and they said that it would be okay if I gave away one of these headphones. All you have to do is follow the contest rules at joeandtell.com/giveaway. The contest is US only. I'm sorry if you're outside of the US. It's just that I have to ship this out myself, so US only for right now. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to do some international giveaways. Again, this is for one pair of these headphones. I wish I could have given out more so I could have been like Oprah, like you get a pair, you get a pair, you get a pair, everybody gets a pair. Yeah, so again, when it comes to the comfort, it's just the pads that are uncomfortable. The actual headphones themselves, they're pretty light. The clamping force is decent. Yeah, they feel good overall. Even my 2-year-old, she likes to wear these. So there you have it. They're pretty comfortable. Anyway, that was just a quick look at these SMH Shaking My Head 580s. I think that's supposed to mean studio monitor headphones, but how do they afford to do this? How do you make money $24 headphones and they actually sound good? It's crazy. Anyway, that's my review of the Talent SMH580s. I hope you liked the video. If you found it useful, you know what to do. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. That's it. I'll leave a link to these in the description. Take care. Bye-bye.